Good evening from South Philadelphia. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, no question, there's one direction this Sixers team is going. It's taken a lot of trust and no question, a lot of patience.
Ed, I hear what you're saying, and the Sixers are on the up and up. But let's remember who built the foundation. Sam Hinkie deserves a lot more credit. I know this new management has taken them to new heights, but it all started with Mr. Hinkie.
Well, the fans in Philadelphia are reaping the rewards right now. The opening tip won by the Sixers, and we're underway here in Philadelphia. Butler. To the rim, lays it up and in. Jackson with it. They trail by 2. Down the lane. The shot won't fall.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jarring is only going to escalate.
Now a steal by Philly.
Now push it. Let's attack in transition so we can build this lead.
Jackson to Luke Kennard. Fires the 3. He's been waiting a long time for that one to go down.
Great shot by the offense. But the defense, you can't afford to collapse off that penetration. I'd rather a team take a tough 2 than a wide open 3.
Butler. His first step. There's the follow. Amir Johnson with the slam.
A lot of people don't show up to their job every day with their hard hat. But he's one of the hardest working guys in the league. Good to see him get rewarded for that bucket.
It's denied by Embiid.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Jackson. And the rebound comes down to Johnson. Sixers have the basketball. To Simmons for 3. And he can't get it to go down. It's no good. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Oh, Ben Simmons missed his first. That one goes.
This guy has posted 12 triple-doubles in his first full rookie year. That's his second most by any rookie in NBA history while leading his team to the Eastern Conference Finals. But how about this? When's the last time we said the most effective player maybe in the league has a glaring weakness? He was 0 of 11 from the three-point line for the entire year, did not make one three-point shot. And how about free throws? He shot 56% from the free throw line. You know who shot better? Dwight Howard and DeAndre Jordan. But with all that being said, this young man still finds himself in a position to be one of the most dominant players in NBA history.
The follow won't go either. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
A man down low on the block. Drummond is going to feast in and around the basket. His field goal attempts are limited, so don't expect him to be featured, but you better have a body on him at all times and limit second chance opportunities. Let me tell you why. He collects 26.2% of all misses. That puts him in elite conversation. Him and DeAndre Jordan are the first players ever to eclipse the 26% mark, and the only player to ever do that before in the NBA was Dennis Rodman.
Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Ben Simmons trying to cash in on the three-point play. 56% for his career. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Here comes the screen. Surveys the floor. To Drummond. Has a chance. That won't go. And it doesn't take a...
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. That's no good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Butler to bring it up. He'll run the offense. To Fultz. Butler buries it on the catch and shoot. There's a toughness he learned under Tibbs at 2 stops, and no question that rubs off on younger players.
There is something that Jimmy Butler does that no other player in the NBA does. He gets into your psyche. He gets into your head each and every possession. He enjoys the process of the fight. Every single blow. There is a pleasure in the pain.
Entering the game for the Pistons, number 30, John.
Right down the lane, but the shot won't go. Redick with it. Leads 3. No good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
Old school equals high percentage.
Markelle Fultz. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Has a look. Shot won't go. Deep 3 at the buzzer. We're through 1 at Wells Fargo Center with the Sixers on top. Jay and I return to Philadelphia after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Jay, 1 quarter down. Both sides getting a feel for where this game is going.
And when both teams are playing at this level, it just continues to reaffirm that I was excited to watch both of these teams play this entire week. It's been a solid game so far, but this has a chance to be a great one down the stretch.
Runner's good there.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Butler. From long range. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Jackson with it. Leads just a point. To Luke Kennard. Lets it fly from long range. Embiid with the board. Sixers control it. Embiid to Redick. 4-3. That's good D. Shot no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Butler. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Cleaning the offensive glass. Joel Embiid. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
Jackson with it. Down by 1. And the rebound taken by Butler. End-to-end on that one. 94 feet for the basket. We talk so much about who are the MVP candidates, but there are other guys who are so valuable to their teams, and Jimmy Butler at the forefront of that list.
I have a phrase that I use when I describe players like Jimmy Butler. It's called most valuable mentality. There are certain players that approach the game with a certain mindset every single day that they will do anything possible to win the ball game. He plays with his heart and soul every single possession and every night, and he will leave it on the court if that means he can win the ball game.
Reggie Jackson matched up with Jimmy Butler, and this will be out of bounds off of Embiid. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Griffin. Off the assist.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
Beyond the arc for three. Can't connect. It's no good. Nice finish at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Butler fires the three. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Not that time. Smith now into the front court. They trail by one. Going to launch beyond the arc. Another chip and a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
Here's a chance from long range and knocks it down. And Jay, the system produces once again.
There it goes in. The fact of the matter is some players aren't taking that shot on a regular basis, but still have the confidence to make them when you need them to.
Knocked loose. Sixers have it.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Embiid fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, short. That one's going to be out of bounds. We have both squads set to make some moves right now.
Number 25, Ben Simmons. Serving in for the Detroit Pistons, number 13.
Butler to Simmons. Oh, Ben Simmons. That's three now on 4 shots.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
So we head to intermission all tied up in what's been a tight one from the start. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The 76ers find themselves in a tie game after 2 quarters. The long-range shooting has been outstanding, and if they can keep it up, it's going to open up more things for them offensively. Have a look at the leading scorers. The Pistons don't have the advantage or the disadvantage after 1 half. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers.
Game track. Second chance points.
Even though I watched every minute of the first half, I was still surprised by the number of second chance points from each of these teams. By extension, that means the offensive rebounding is pretty astounding as well.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore to get his team to win.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. We handpicked them for you. Here are the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Here comes the screen. Jackson, nice pass to set things up. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down. Simply put, can you build a franchise around Blake Griffin right now?
No, not right now. I think he's starting to get to the latter part of his career. I think he could be a key cog in a championship team, but just not the main guy.
For 3, and the rebound taken by Chandler. Simmons with it. His group now down 2. To Butler. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Jackson with it. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Whistled for the foul. Chance coming up at the free throw line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair.
Easy layup.
Simmons to Butler. From long range, you on top. Jimmy Butler, contested 3. He buries it.
It just seems like everybody's getting more touches. I'm not saying who, but it seemed like the ball stopped in a certain player's hands, which forced the defense to become stagnant.
The crossover gets inside, and the slam dunk.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Proud City.
It's good. Count the basket and the foul.
Oh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Jimmy Butler at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. And the free throw is good. 3 points on that trip. Pistons ball here. Reggie Jackson sizing up Butler. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Here's Simmons with it up top. Tie game, third quarter. Jackson with it. Looking to make something happen. Trying to cash in. Not going down for him this time.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Simmons to Butler. Lets it fly from long range. Rebound Drummond. To Griffin. And he throws it down. Andre Drummond with the slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
And count the basket.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Jackson with it. Our score all even in the...
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Butler. No good. Jackson with it. The lead is 2. 4-3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Simmons with it. He'll run the offense. Butler, rebound to Detroit. Reggie Jackson rocks the rim.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Sixers call for time as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. New blood coming in for both sides.
Substitution, Detroit.
And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Jimmy Butler has got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. And he connects on the first free throw. Two for 2 on that trip. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Count it. No and 1. There was some contact there.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Sixers have it. To Embiid. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Oh, great pass. Setting up the basket.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Second effort. Nice touch around the basket with the tip. Driving right to the basket. Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. That's the end of the quarter. The Pistons with the lead. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Butler to Fultz. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's not known for that. Markelle Fultz, the former #1 pick, hits a tough shot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Luke Kennard, tough matchup against Butler. Has a look. A shot, no good by Green. To Butler, beyond the arc for three. Another chance. On the follow. Way to stay with it.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Jackson with it. His guys find themselves trailing by a bucket. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. Fultz to Butler. Fultz. It takes a lot to keep this young man under wraps. Markelle Fultz still scores.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Screen coming. Oh, look out. Blake Griffin. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
The defense should have picked up on that action. That's going to cost them.
Butler. And it's Griffin there to clear the rebound. To Reggie Jackson. Fires the three. He took the bait, and he hits.
I wasn't even sure if he saw the defense behind him. But what he did see was his teammates' eyes telling him where to pass for that easy catch and shoot.
Fultz had made his first couple, but he misses there. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. It's Detroit's ball. He throws it down.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Griffin to Jackson. Doesn't get the bounce. To Embiid. Butler. The shot almost.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia. That's their first of the final 3 minutes. That leaves them with one remaining.
Well, you need execution in a chess match. And the best execution, I just saw the star player talk to one of the young fellas. You take those young fellas over to the side. You coach them through some of these big-time moments that happen in the fourth quarter. That's how you get your team ready for the playoffs and hopefully a chance to win a championship.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Trying to cash in. Gets a shot up off the mark.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Missed it. Almost a foul. They let it go.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Going to launch beyond the arc. Tough shot. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Here's a chance from long range. Offensive board. The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's now 5 for 6.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
A drive by Butler, but his shot won't fall. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. That's blocked by Johnson.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Jimmy Butler is going to get 3 shots here. Hasn't missed yet. And hits the first free throw. Second of 3 is good. Knocks down all 3 at the line. Pistons have it. To Griffin. Probing the defense. Has a chance. Shot no good there for Griffin. To Butler. Fires the 3. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Griffin. Knocked loose. Taken by the Sixers. Pistons come away with it. The Pistons are the winners as they get a good win on the road. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Taylor Rose here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Pistons did what great teams do best. Finish. You ask me, and I'll tell you, it was the ball movement that made all the difference. There's something to be said for a team that can win as a group. And that's what happened here today. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Detroit Pistons. The 76ers are probably frustrated with themselves after such a narrow loss. The number of threes they scored was astounding. But as we all know, the most important total is not the number of threes. It's the total number of points on the board. And they didn't have enough of them.
Game track. Field goals.
Neither of these teams were able to make much of an impact on defense. As you can see here, they were each pretty successful with some efficient scoring.
Player of the game.
Easy choice for player of the game. No one else made as big of an impact in this matchup.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete, but even the best players have their off nights. Today was just one of those days for this guy. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2.
here's a look at what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And that does it for our post-game wrap-up. On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. Thanks for joining us.